moving vehicle, right-hand bucket.
Yep. What do you want me to do first?
Okay, set it off for a second. Hey, welcome to the Daddy Curbs farm. This is going to be a pretty exciting video. At least I think it's going to be, because we rented a machine, and the skid steer machine that we're going to be doing a lot of the clearing and prepping for our barn. The hashtag Daddy Curbs Dream Barn for 2020. My son Espen will be operating the machine first this morning, clearing a fence line, digging out the foundation area, and building up a dirt berm on this area over here. So lots of good work to do. I need to explain to him how we're doing it so he can be prepared while I go do a few other chores. Okay, first thing. These 3 trees right here, the big weesatch and these 2 hackberries are coming out. This corner post you don't have to worry about. It can be pushed out of the way. In fact, before we do that, we probably need to get the wire cutters in there and cut that fence.
Am I able to go onto his side of the property to get these trees out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have permission by our neighbor to do what we need to do over here. This part of the property for him, this is our neighbor's piece over here, is all where the water flows through. So it's not his usable property that he does anything on. And he said he's totally okay with us moving stuff around as we need to, no problem. So we have full permission to be on our neighbor's property. So these 3 trees, the corner post, all this stuff here needs moved out. Then we're gonna run the machine down the fence line and clean out all these roots that are in the fence line. And we're gonna try to make it a fairly level path from one fence post to the other, so we can run a string line to the fence post to know exactly where the property line is.
Okay.
Mama Curbs walked away with the camera, so I had to go inside and get it. Espen is out here on the machine working some of the dirt. I'm going to walk over here and show you part of the plan. In the last video where you saw that I tipped the tractor over, that was on a very small pile of soil over here. Right now what you're looking at is all this ground has been brought up probably, I don't know, 16 to 20 inches so far. And we're just starting another layer here because we're building an area that's elevated to help keep the water that flows through this area over in that area instead of coming through here. This berm is going to continue on this side. You can see down over here how this is deeper over here, because this is where the water comes through the property, comes across through here, goes into the neighbor's property, and you can see some of these ditches. That's where the water has come through and eaten that out. So that's all going to be, that's where we want to direct the water to go. So we're going to build this berm in such a way to help keep the water going in the direction that it naturally wants to flow without spilling over into this part, which will be our barn. So looking at this from another angle, I'm standing over on the neighbor's property right now. You can see this is where the water flows. It comes around here. You can see these water ditches that have been eaten out by the water as it comes through. That's where we want the water to go. But there have been times when it's been enough water that it wants to flow back toward our property, or even when this was lower, it went through here. So as we build this up and we bring a berm out here in this direction, then that'll keep the water going in this natural path here. So Espen's working on this corner, clearing out some of the debris that's built up over the years in an effort to keep the water out. That corner has probably for the last 20 years been built up with rocks and bricks and cement bags and metal and all kinds of things, trying to build up where the water runs through in an effort to keep it out of where, you know, the barns and things were. So there are some risk with debris and things like this big piece of wire that we just pulled out. This is probably the bottom of a cattle panel that was put in there. It's a heavy gauge wire, and it's kind of risky having that stuff lay around. So what I've been doing is pulling out fencing and cattle panel and wire and whatever, and building this pile over here so we can dispose of it properly. You missed it. Callie was petting Luke. Hey Luke, do you like it when the goat Callie pets your leg?
Does it feel good?
Does it feel good? Yeah. That's our one free range goat, Miss Callie.
Charlie likes you.
Callie likes you. Now I'm going to have him stop the machine so I can explain how I want some of this soil here put back in the area that he just cleaned out. Because I want to build this back up and compact it so that we can put that corner post back in to build our new fence. Soil from here,
Okay.
and building that back up. So all of where you took that corner post, coming back this direction, you see how it's like a dip? I want to fill it all in so it's pretty much level with this right here, all the way back, and then run over it several times so it compacts as well. He offered for me to drive the tractor, which I'm going to do, but I'm going to let him finish this part right here. Like I just explained, he's taking this soil and building that area back up nice and level with the rest of this ground. Smart kid. I never told him how to do any of that. I don't even know where he learned how to drive a skid steer, quite frankly. I probably would have started on the other end, but it makes sense actually what he's doing. He's building up on this end so that he can drive over and compact it with each move, and smoothing it out with the bucket as well. I just noticed Luke is over here sitting in a chair watching us work, which is nice, instead of sitting inside. You want to drive the tractor, Luke? You do? You think that's pretty cool what Espen's doing? The sun feels good, huh? The barn area that's all right here, the 36 deep and 40 feet wide, 40 by 36 I guess, is being dug out to at least 36 inches deep, so that when we put the crush in here, which is crushed gravel, that's going to be a good solid foundation for the foundation. That's in the gravel. Then the trenches will be dug for the foundation, footers, and whatever, all the terms I don't really know. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. It's just digging that out, using the soil that comes out of this hole to fill in and build up the berms that are being used to redirect the water. Man, Espen does good work. Let me show you what we did over here. There's the man.
How you doing?
There's the work. All right, let me show you here. All of this that was dug out, those trees that were popped out, he went in and grabbed some soil out of the hole over there where the foundation's going to be, and filled this in, back dragged it to level it out, and then ran over it many times to compact it. So this is going to be a nice place for us to start that corner post for the fence, running on all the way down here. I set the GoPro in the tree. Hopefully I can get a little bit of a time lapse to plug in here just for visual interest. Plus Mama Curbs thinks it'd be a good idea if I actually start using that camera, you know, since I paid for it. get in there with my little tractor to help too, just to feel like I was doing something.